Va salute. This is Troy Pacelli of Last Call, and I'm just here to let you know that the following live stream is rated R for adult language, highly inappropriate jokes, and oh, who the are we kidding? We have no idea what is going to come out of Gorilla's mouth. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello, everyone. And tonight we're just going to have a quick review of the Matchmakers. Pretty much what happens is Corabeth comes into town. She sees Ike. Ike sees her. He bends her over the counter to the grocery mart. After that, she tells him he has to marry her. And they get married. So that's a review, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it.
Have a nice evening, everybody.
But,
somewhere in the back room. Somewhere in the back room. You never know.
All right, but how's everybody doing tonight?
It's Friday. It's Friday. Thank God it's Friday.
Yeah.
And I don't have to work for 2 days, so yeah.
Yay.
That's good. Yeah, I was working till 4:45, just a little over an hour ago. I finished work, so I'm looking forward to this. This is going to be nice to talk to Waltons tonight.
Yeah.
All right, so let's say hi to our guests there. Mood Pie, which is Mikey there, says hello, Gorilla. Boomer says hello, and hey there, Boomer.
I found 'em.
And my mouse is starting to die, so I'm gonna have to replace the batteries tonight.
Oh no!
Ooh, no.
All right, sit there. What?
You have batteries? Your mouse has batteries?
Yeah.
Wow. My mouse is USB. I just plug it in and it takes the computer out of the USB port, or the power. I mean, out of the USB port.
Yeah, but this is just more convenient, less wires around my desk.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm
You
just.
can lean back in the recliner and just move it around his belly like a otter does with a clamshell.
Yeah. And hey there, Sci-Fi says hello. They says hello there, Mood Pies. Hopefully you find the link button. Yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm here.
On Facebook. You say hey to Boomer. It says if you've seen the episode, want to join, got a new car fund.
Yeah, new car.
And Cynthia says, what type of car are you looking for and how much are you willing to pay for it? Well, it all depends. It's not exactly what I'm looking for. It's more like how much can I pay for it? Because I might have found a Electra for $5,000 that I might be searching by. Hey, Mikey says hello, everyone. And
Hello.
says, a quick review. Right, given how your review now run over 3 hours, I doubt that. We've only done that twice.
This month.
Yeah.
It has become a bad pattern lately, I must say, and I think a 3-hour review is a little bit much for a Waltons episode.
Hey, I've seen 6-hour reviews, so.
Oh
Oh,
God.
God.
Does anybody actually watch those?
You were on the panel, PvP.
Okay, well, I forget. It's all a blur to me.
You're on Pop's channel.
I've been on too many panels over the last couple of years. I've totally lost track of where I've been, what I've done, and that's probably a good thing, actually.
Yeah. So anyhow, we're gonna start out with our prologue here.
Yay!
If my damn mouse will work.
Oh God! Good timing for the most dies just as the stream starts. Yay!
Prologue. When you're part of a family where 11 people live under one roof, you're not likely to spend much time thinking about loneliness. You're more likely to be looking for ways to have even a few minutes by yourself. But I remember a visitor who showed us all the face of loneliness, not only her own, but that of a man close to us. A man that we had, until then, taken for granted, but had never really known. All right. Come on, you stupid thing.
Oh no!
All right.
Whack it with a whip.
You got some spare batteries handy there, Gorilla? Like you might need them.
I might.
Or
Yeah. So this is one of the few times that they start out the show at night here. I just love this one, right? This picture right here.
That is cool. Yeah, was quite unusual, and it was quite weird for the Waltons to start with a night shot like this. Eh?
Yeah.
It is very beautiful, though. I got to say, that's quite a nice shot.
Yeah, I also forgot to mention that the lady that plays Corabeth did a movie with Clint Eastwood called The Deadpool. She was Molly Fisher in that. I was like, oh, that's cool. The Dirty Harry film. Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah.
Anyway, here we are.
Hey, look, they're all riding on top of John Boy's back seat there or something.
No, they weren't. And we're not going to try to make it a gay joke out of nothing. All right. But, and top it off a gay Alabama joke. But anyhow, John pulled up. You're late. Yeah, got some money. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll give you some candy. He starts handing out candy during dinner time, which I thought the mother would start smacking him with the damn spoon, but apparently not. And Aaron's like, "Oh, I thought you were gonna forget about me. Everybody forgets about me. Wow.
Yeah.
I wish people would forget about me, but that's like noticeable when I'm gone."
Oh, man.
So since Mary Ellen is starting to attack more like an adult in some episodes now, do you think Aaron's getting the bitchy sister role at times, it seems?
At times. Well, I was reading Gorilla's description and said that she's the unforgotten middle daughter now, Aaron. Like, she's like, there was Jan, the middle sister in the Brady Bunch.
Okay, let's stay on target. Focus. Let's not talk about the Brady Bunch.
Stay on target. And
that's right.
Scurvy says, "Hey, you fruitcakes." And hey, Scurvy.
Hey, Sir Lemonade.
Hello, Lemon.
Did you give out your juice today?
Yeah, he should name himself Lemonade there. Then we could tell that what's her? Amy Schumer has a song about milk or lemon. Make fudge. You go around the corner, you make fudge. Oh.
And then the Phantom says, "Pie."
You damn mouse.
Oh my gosh. And Lemon says, "Mikey, those files are sealed." All right, Lemon.
Yeah.
Okay. Back on topic.
And so apparently, Ike likes to visit the family at night. You go there. I got someone who wants to meet you. Blah blah blah.
Hi, buddy. This lady came by the store and she asked for you folks, and I felt I just had to bring her by.
You had, do you just bring everybody? So can I just go to town and ask if a certain family lives there? And someone will take me right to them.
He knows who she is.
Yeah.
Ike didn't know her. Ike did not know her.
You didn't know Corabeth?
Until she walked to the store, he did not know her.
Really? Wow.
I guess I should have written, but I wanted to surprise you all. Well, doesn't anybody know me? John? Zeb?
The look on Grandpa's face, and all of a sudden it rings a bell who it is.
That would have been hilarious.
Yeah.
That would have
Hard
been
to believe the old
hilarious.
man is the one who recognizes her.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zeb obviously recognizes her. He's having a good laugh there.
Now, I will say this is one of the very few episodes, if not the only episode, that they call her Corey. It's Cora or Corabeth.
Huh.
Right.
Interesting. Well, I guess they hadn't settled maybe quite on how they were going to do the character in the first appearance here.
Well, Corey is more of a childish nickname, so
it is.
She grows up a lot after this point.
Oh, yeah. Well, they're probably remembering her as she was years ago, right? That's probably why they used the more childish name. Because they probably knew her when she was much younger, of course.
Well, I know when I was watching Judy Norton behind the scenes, and she says that Ronnie Claire Edwards, who plays her, was very, very nice to the kids, especially her as as Mary Ellen and Aaron and the boys and everything, and she just seemed a natural. And I guess that's true because then the producers said, we should keep her, and I guess Judy was very happy about that. So yeah,
They
she
weren't
became a
actually
staple.
planning on. I mean, since we know what happens later in the episode, I don't want to spoil it for
Right,
people.
right.
But I mean, they weren't thinking of just writing her into a couple episodes, were they? Like, it didn't seem like they were going to get rid of her character.
Well, they liked, like I said, the way Judy said it. They liked the way that she carried herself. So eventually, I guess during the course of the script and the episode and everything, they said, you know what? I think she's a natural, and I think she belongs. And it took them a while, but eventually they came around. And well, this was a big blessing in her life because then, up to this point, she hadn't done very many television series. There was one she was in, and she won like a weird award for it.
Okay.
But I guess they saw her on that, so then they said, okay, well, maybe she'll be good for this. And yeah, so
Anyway, back to the episode.
Back to the episode, yes.
Yeah, Grandpa's having a hell of a good laugh there. Jeez, he's even turning
Oh,
beat.
yeah.
Wow.
Well, yeah, it was them it was the grandparents, right? They recognized her first. Yeah.
That makes sense.
And then John, of course. Yeah, so
Yeah.
older John.
Of course, the kids wouldn't remember her because most of them weren't alive back then.
Like, Dad, I don't know who this is. Yeah. Go ahead, Gorilla. Sorry. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
come on, Gorilla. Let's continue if you have figured that mouse out yet.
Nah, you went and stole the batteries on the remote.
Oh, good. You made use of the time while we were talking about Corabeth.
There you go. There you go. Poor Hadley.
I thought these were double A, but they're triple A.
Oh, okay.
So they're not going to fit?
No, the I stole. Why do you think I stole the batteries out of the remote?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just love how they have so many different sizes for batteries. That's always so wonderful when you have the wrong size batteries.
No, it gets me. It's like we can get the C's and D's.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and then they got those square ones. What are those sort of
9 volts.
rectangular?
Yeah.
Yeah, gee, those are fun too. Yeah, yeehaw.
Wait till you get to the real small circle ones.
Oh,
they're like discs.
Oh yeah, I'm familiar with those. Yeah, those are a pain in the ass.
Yeah, the 2 volt, 2.5, and the 2.25.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now I got new batteries.
Okay, cool.
So we're good to go.
Yeah.
All right, so much better.
Yeah.
Really you, Corey?
It's me, all right. Corabeth.
Corabeth Walton. Hello. Good to see you.
I hope I haven't walked in on you at a bad time.
No, not at all. The Waltons are always welcome here. Come on and meet the family.
Yeah, so everybody meets her there, blah blah blah.
Look at that look on Ike's face there. I'm thinking, yeah, this is why he brought Corabeth over in the evening to meet the family. He wasn't just being gentleman. He could have arranged transportation for her, but oh no, he's going to bring her over personally because I think he's got a ulterior motive. Let's put it that way.
No, he's the town's taxi.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I don't remember him having a taxi, but
no, he's driving people over, or something. Or something special comes in the mail. He'll specially deliver and stuff. He's delivering people around.
Yeah, I'm just kind of joking with you there, girl.
Yeah. Okay, Resolute.
Yeah. Then they're introducing their youngest there.
Our youngest, Elizabeth, and this is Mary.
Okay, that's not the purple. Then here.
Boy, then. The rest of you hadn't even been thought of.
Well, Corey, you must be war. Johnny.
Mama passed away last month.
When are you expecting the Richmond?
So, yeah, she's heading to Richmond, but she's just stopping by. Apparently, the family's dead. And she's not. Apparently, she's from a town called Doe Hill.
Yeah.
So, I'm guessing it's a hill There's a lot of white-tailed deer around.
That
Oh,
would make
yeah.
sense. Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah.
Doe Hill, a female doe.
Screw that song. Oh, come on, PBB, you're supposed to keep going.
Well,
Yeah.
what was I supposed to say? I never liked that song enough to memorize any of it. So.
Well, we didn't say the exact words to it. I said screw that song. Screw that song.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I wasn't paying enough attention.
It's okay. We'll play it on the playback later. Hey, welcome back to
I don't
Resident.
remember the way that melody goes in that song. I haven't heard that song in way too long.
Well, I do know it, but I don't think Gorilla wants to hear it. So.
Okay. We're gonna have to, after we do our cringe stocks here, we're gonna have to do the Sound of Music.
Yes, we will.
Oh God!
I'll be safely away for that one.
You better.
Okay, I think you might have to lock them both away there, girl.
Sound of Music is cringe stock, Gorilla. It is
cringe stock material. Christopher Plummer, definitely. Come on.
Do you guys remember Christopher Plummer once described it as treacle? He called it treacle. And if you know what that British word means, treacle, you get a pretty good idea of what he thought of the film.
Yeah, that it should be fired and damned in hell.
Oh, yeah, he didn't. He was not a fan of that movie, even though he was in the damn thing. Basically, I guess it was just a paycheck to him. But my cousin, by the way, my cousin loves that film. He thinks it's a great film, and I'm going, are you crazy?
Man.
This film is garbage, but oh well.
All right.
I digress.
Yes.
I'm trying to get to the
episode.
Walked in your general mercantile store.
Yeah, look at it. Grandma's like, are they flirting? Oh, would you count that as flirting or just being polite?
For them, it's flirting.
It's flirting.
It's kind of could be taken either way, depending on your point of view, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, Grandpa's thinking it's flirting because look at he's just gonna hit.
Well, Grandpa's thinking, okay, they're going to get it on. They're going to get it on. I just know.
Well, considering how shy both of them are.
Grandma's even thinking, oh, gee, they could be getting it on.
Oh, jeez. Even Cyber Nation says, "Oy vey."
That's a great still, by the way, Gorilla. That kind of sums it up. Yeah, that's good.
I don't know what oy vey means.
Like oh my.
Yeah, it's like
it's the French of oh my. It's oy vey. Oy vey.
It's like
it's Jewish. Yeah.
It's like oh vey.
Oy vey.
And Sci-Fi Nation, welcome. He says, celebration time, come on. Cool in the game.
Cool in the game.
Oh, I remember that song.
I do too.
That wasn't a bad
song.
Anyway, back to the episode. We're going to get...
I'm sorry.
Anyway, yeah, if you want to finish the chat, that's of course good.
Yeah.
That's good.
So anyhow.
Just keep us on track here.
Yeah. Good to see you, Jay.
Well, much obliged, Ike.
And it's like the awkward, like nobody wants to forget. This goodbye was more awkward than the Elon Musk Trump goodbye when they were trying to hang up on each other, but then someone would say something, and then they talk on for another 20 damn minutes.
A pleasure.
We'll see you later.
Thank you.
Bye, Thank you.
I hope my just walking in like this isn't any inconvenience.
Oh, not at all, Corabeth.
Well,
do you think they're ever too polite on this?
Like
a whole hell of a lot.
Well, since she is kin, I guess they got to kind of make a bit of an exception. But yeah, I think she could have maybe sent him a letter first, just to have a little bit of courtesy.
Make sure they still live in the same house.
Well, that would have been good too, right? Yeah, that would have been good. She goes there. She gets to Ike's store, and Ike's like, "Oh, Waltons? Oh no, the government bought that house years ago and relocated them." Sorry.
John sold it to that spa that wanted to give him $25,000.
Oh my god!
Corabeth's like,
it's funny.
what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do?
Well, she would have just kept on going then, but
yeah.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised
But
they didn't ask her. Did I try anything in the taxi when it was for you?
no, Ike's a gentleman. Come on now. All right, so I'm trying to get to the one line that I about got a piss test for. Because I was laughing so hard.
Let's go.
I don't want to be the burden to anyone, but it would fit in with your plans. I certainly would appreciate a chance to rest.
Yeah.
You just stop your fretting, Corabeth. John boy, why don't you take Corabeth's things up to your room? Jason, give her a hand.
Sure.
Yeah, so John. Yeah, it's always John Boy's room that always gets
loaned out. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Look at him. He's all crap. Damn it! Taking my room, you bitch.
It's just so awkward him having that in his mouth. They're like,
oh,
yeah, they're sitting there sucking on things, you know.
Yeah.
I kind of gotta wonder why they didn't have him finish that candy before they were doing this scene.
No, this here.
Maybe it's symbolic that John Boy's just got to suck it because he's the oldest, so he's got to suck it and get screwed over once again.
Yeah.
Or maybe
I don't know.
Or maybe you just like sucking on things.
Okay, I'll leave that comment for someone else to talk about.
I'll let you drop that one, Gorilla.
All right, but we're gonna go to the line that I was laughing so hard.
Oh my God.
Okay, here we go.
Possessing you.
Oh no, it's really just a guest room. I only stay there when we're not having visitors.
Right there.
That's a great line.
Oh, that's a great line. Yeah, I love that.
That's very heavy John Boy sarcasm, I gotta say. That's very sarcastic for John Boy.
Well, I don't know if it. Well, yeah, I guess it could be considered sarcasm. All right, so now fast forward. They'll fix her some food. Blah blah blah. And apparently she needs a rest because
I have to get a few things from.
All right,
Grandma. Where's cousin Corabeth?
Upstairs, catching her breath from doing absolutely nothing all morning.
Oh. I have to get a few things from my room.
Yeah, you can tell Grandma's pissed and she's taking it out on the dough.
Yeah, she's visualizing Corabeth's head while she's pounding on that dough.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, she'll be down directly for a snack.
Well, do you think maybe I could go up and get them myself? It'd only take me a minute.
Well, it's your room. You've got every right into it.
Okay, I'm gonna go on up there.
John Boy, from what I know about Corey, we'd be wise to make our rights known in no uncertain terms.
Well, she's only staying for a couple days.
Like, what rights is Grandma trying to say that they have? Like, the right to boot her ass out or what?
Well, I think he's trying to say, don't let her walk all over you. Don't let her push you around. Don't let her tell you what, she wants you to do, and you just go along with it. Basically, Grandma's warning her to stand up against Corabeth. And it's like, if she starts to go over the line making demands, it's like, just, politely decline and say, well, no, I don't really want to. I can't do that. Sorry. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
So, in other words, the right to do it your fucking self.
Well, the right to not have. Well, we'll see what happened in the scene coming up here, right?
Yeah,
that's what Grandma's warning them about. Basically.
All right, so Sci-Fi Nation says, "I know nothing."
I know nothing. Yeah.
And Scurvy is waving at Sci-Fi Nation. Hey, Scurvy. She can sleep in the barn. Can you really see Corabeth sleeping in the barn?
I can see her sleeping in the barn. I can see her bitching endlessly about having to sleep in the barn. Because she would not like it. Hello?
Hello? Oh, and
sorry, joking. I'll be right back.
All right.
Yeah. No, Jay, that's Richard Thomas, who they recently did a review of a movie called Battle Beyond the Stars that plays John Boy. Yeah, that's not the guy you're thinking of, Stephen Collins, that played Decker on the motion picture. So.
No, really? He
Yeah,
doesn't look anything like Decker. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm surprised at that
Well, you
comparison.
just kind of looked at him and thought that Richard Thomas was Stephen Collins.
Wow, I honestly, in a million
They
years,
don't.
don't see the resemblance. I really
Yeah,
don't.
I don't see a match, but that's okay. It's okay, Jay. Yeah. Hi,
Hey,
Suzanne.
Hey,
How you
Suzanne.
doing?
Hey,
Just
Suzanne.
Okay.
All right. So, Simon says, Boomer say treat her like a sow that she
Sow.
is.
Yeah, pig. Yeah.
Yeah. I would call her pig, but
Well, it says sow. That
I
was a
don't
damn pig.
I don't think Corabeth is that bad. Like,
Oh, okay.
she may be self-centered and a little bit full of herself, but I think a hell of a lot worse kind of women. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
let's see.
narcissistic. Yeah.
John Bowie, Jen flew off. And if it for all the boomers to make the ideas of things, I only stay there when we got strangers. Because you're small, you think she said size matters.
John Boy.
I have no idea what you're going on about, Sci-Fi Nation. Is that the guy who played Decker on TMP?
No, it's not.
No, I think Sci-Fi might need another drink at this point. I'm guessing. Comparing him to Decker.
He's okay.
Your vision's got to be getting a bit blurred if you think that looks like Decker. I mean, that's just my honest opinion.
All right, so the boomer says hello, and hey, Suzanne. Everybody saying hi to each other here.
Hey, hello, Suzanne. Hello again.
And everybody saying hi.
And he says that's what you get for thinking, and how you doing.
Hi.
And Suzanne must be getting by what Jay is saying here.
Yes.
Nah, I got your eggnog right here, PvP. Yeah. I got your eggnog right here.
You must be getting it a couple months earlier than I do, then, because they don't hit store shelves in this part of the world until October.
They haven't even set up. We have Metro here, and they have not even set up a eggnog section yet in the dairy section.
Hey, this is America. We can get stuff anywhere. All right, now back to the episode after.
Yeah, gee, that was not a very long diversion away from the episode at all.
Well, it would have been faster if I didn't start choking.
Well, don't choke.
Yeah, don't do that. Oh,
yeah.
Isn't she?
Well, I hope so. Well, go on, get your things.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Now, come on, Grandma, hit me upside the head, okay?
Yeah.
Get it.
He goes, I just see a few things, and just take the rest of your shit while you're at. Just take the rest of your shit with you. So she basically boots him out of his room and redecorates the whole thing. And she has her parents, blah blah blah. And John Boy's bitch that like things. Then we got this. She was playing some song. And everybody was like, "Come on, stop playing the damn piano. We want to listen to our radio program. Come on, it started like 10 minutes ago. Let's go. Stop it. I don't know how much longer I can be polite about it."
So Gorilla, what is Corabeth's official relation to the family? Is she like a cousin or something?
Cousin. She's cousin Corabeth.
Cousin Corabeth. Okay. But apparently Grandma and Grandpa know her from way back, I guess. Well, yeah.
Well, I think she's John's cousin.
John's cousin.
So,
okay, that makes sense. Okay.
Well,
so that makes.
I believe one of them.
Is it ever stated
brothers?
how?
Or
Is
one
it
of
ever?
Mom's brothers.
Is it ever stated how old Corabeth was the last time the Walton family saw her?
John Boy was just a wee little lad, like 4.
Yeah.
So that's like maybe what he's like, 16 now or something?
He's 19.
19. Okay, so that's like 15 years they haven't seen her.
Roughly.
He's been in college about a year.
Okay, so around a decade and a half, roughly.
Boy, Jay's making me laugh. He says, a cousin, something, or brother, sister, auntie, grandma.
Yeah, so it'd be all on Zeb's side there. So one of Zeb's brother's kids.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Or something like along that lines.
Well, nothing too critical,
Whoa,
but
what?
it helps. Just kind of helps to put it in context. Yeah.
You know what? I should find the family tree.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yes. That'd be
You know,
cool. Yeah.
I bet somebody out there has done a totally elaborate family tree of the Waltons. I wouldn't be surprised at all if it's out there on the internet someplace.
I can guarantee it.
I can guarantee.
Yeah, I would imagine. I'd be actually surprised if there's no Waltons family tree out there.
Yeah, I may
Kind of
need
cool though. I wouldn't mind taking a look at that. That'd be fun.
Yeah, I may need to consult Judy Norton. She might have that, you know. That
Hey,
family-
that'd be a great question to ask Judy. I bet she might know, you know.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
Or at least you might have an idea of where you could look for it, you know.
Okay, so now we're back at the Ike store.
Yeah, I'm not gonna even bother doing the prices there. But apparently, a pound of nails are 3 cents, or for at least that particular box. So they got like 2 boxes of them, blah blah blah. And
How much I owe you, Ike?
Let's see. $1.42, and then pieces of wire, $21.63.
you know, it'd be cool to have one of those old cash registers.
Oh yeah.
What would you do with it though? You just like
Like
collect
any,
it? Be like a collectible kind of thing?
Yeah, on a shelf.
Oh, okay, so just a display item basically, Gorilla.
Yeah.
They are cool looking, I gotta say.
150, 63.
I bet Ike's got lots of pennies stored away at the store there.
I can imagine he's got like a jar full of pennies socked away somewhere.
Oh yeah, it seems like because it's never even, right? There's always pennies
Hey.
involved.
Hey, you know how much shotgun shells cost? Just fill a sock full of pennies, and you could do a lot of damage with that. Plus, you might make a bigger impression than with the shotgun. All right, so we got this scene here.
Came in. It's supposed to be about the best candy made.
Oh, God. Check your
Bring
phone.
over the family.
Tap yes on the
Family.
Google prompt and then tap 12 on photograph.
Ike, I don't want to be dense, but are you asking me to give this to Corabeth?
John sure
Obviously.
figures them out fast. That's good.
Yeah, just look on his face and looks on their faces.
Yeah, it's like,
Ike,
geez, I think there's an ulterior motive again here.
To get to know better,
Yeah.
why don't you pay a call?
When?
Tomorrow?
For supper?
All right. For supper.
He just self-invited himself for supper. Well, no,
Right.
would that be self-inviting himself for supper?
Well, no. John suggested it first, did he not?
Well, he said, "Why don't you give her a call? Come by tomorrow." But then he goes, "Well, for supper." Then John's like, "Okay, for supper."
That kind of makes sense, though, right? I mean, you could show up for supper without looking like a horn dog, but if you just showed up in the middle of the afternoon for no reason, you probably would look like a horn dog, right? So, you know.
Or you just show up to act like you're dropping something off that they ordered, and then strike up a conversation with Corabeth.
That's probably a little more awkward. Supper's a little more relaxing because people are eating and they're not necessarily having to, talk to each other because they can stuff food in their mouths. So, a little more sociable occasion, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Ike, I've never seen you moonstruck before.
Well, I've been waiting to have this feeling for a long time.
All right, Ike. Supper tomorrow night.
Hey, that's a good spell one. Oh, let's catch up on chats.
Okay, sounds good. I'm going to step away for a minute while you're doing that, Gorilla.
All right. Tie 5, be nice to PvP. And she says, we always do, but I know nothings. I am Suzanne Law. I'm going to save this one, Scurvy. I'll come back to it. Sci-fi base says a cousin or something, or a brother or sister. Something along the lines. Oof. There's probably goes straight up. Hey, Jim, how's it going? Welcome. Suzanne says, Jim, hello. No branches, no offshoots, nothing. Straight the F up. And Mike, this one's for you. Mike, you must have disappeared too. All right, so says I thought you broke your shit. I'm not sure what.
He's on his wife's.
Oh yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. No, that was the Deadpool and Wolverine review. Jay was going to be a part of the panel and Sci-Fi Nation. And I just explained it to him. I said, comp problems, Jay. And I said, September 6th, we can begin again with the review. So that's what I just answered him. Yeah. Sorry, I put myself on mute because Suzanne was asking me a question. So.
Yeah. And Jim says, hi, Suzanne and Sci-Fi Nation. Sorry, I'm.
Yeah. And then Lemon Pie just explained it to Jay. So that's all good.
Yeah. Oh, I listened a lot on the cell phones there. And quick work. She is John Walton's cousin. Yeah, that's what we're saying. I just don't know how. She must have been one of Zeb's brothers. And the Sci-Fi Nation said he did her cousin, but her cousin thought she wasn't. Rap lines in real life. Hey, Gorilla, I'm not well, so I'll catch you another day. PvP, have a great. Well, take care, Suzanne. Hopefully, you'll feel better.
Yeah, take care, Suzanne.
Everybody say night and hi, and damn it, Jim, and hi, Jim.
Damn it, Jim.
Got problems, you just explain. You just explain. 9-6 got it. I don't know what the 9 to 6 means.
September 6th, 9-6.
Oh. And PvP, are you back?
I think he's away for a few minutes.
Did you have a family?
No, I'm back. Just got back.
All right. Can you read this one?
Lemon Pie says, I sense the mention of eggnog.
It's like a Star Wars thing. That's like the Force. No,
so that's why Lemon is such a good eggnog joke writer, because he feels the eggnog. He doesn't just sense the eggnog. He feels the force of the eggnog.
Yeah.
Well, they'll be back. They'll be back when he does it. There, it all happens there with the computers breaking.
Yeah, everything goes down. Well, I mean, Gorilla's talked about his thing with, and then PVB was talking about his headphones breaking, and I mean, everything goes wrong. So.
Oh, Scurvy, that's chat right here. PvP, you ought to read this one.
PvP walks away when you read chat. Who does he think he is, Scotty? Well, unlike Scotty, I'm not going for a cigarette break. Thank goodness for that. So,
thank God.
I quit smoking the cancer sticks about 35 years ago, and that's like one of my best decisions.
All right, so Nation says LL Lemon feels the egg. I said it's great rum in you, but I don't use it.
But you don't use it.
All right.
So let's get back to older times here.
Yeah. So they're sitting here busy cleaning the house. It's like they do a lot deeper clean than I do. Then all of a sudden, Miss Mamie and Miss Emily show up. They apologize for the thing. It turns out Corabeth inviting people over without asking them.
Yeah, right.
First.
Sounds like Corabeth.
And she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to ask. It's a convenience, blah blah blah." And I am surprised for So for two people that Olivia hates, she is very tolerant of them.
Well, I don't think she hates them. She hates their moonshine. Is more like it.
Their moonshine business on the side.
Yeah, she and she realizes they're both kind of eccentric old women. You know, they're not all 100% their mental faculties. So she cuts them a bit of slack because she realizes that they don't realize what they're actually making when they're making the recipe, right? They think it's like good medicine, and so Olivia's a little more tolerant, I think, because of that.
And she goes, "No, I have a seat." Blah blah blah. Then they're talking about
Olivia tries to be a good Christian woman, with a good Christian heart. So
yeah. So they make some tea and stuff. And they just sit there talking, have girl talk. Then John Boy shows up. They're playing Ring Around the Rosie. Now notice this right here. I'm gonna play the scene actually because it's a really good scene. But notice, pay attention to Aaron. Look at like your face and everything here. How it looks. They got sunshine with a little bit of a shadow here. Now let's watch this.
Not fair.
Oh, sounds to me like you're feeling sorry for yourself.
I have a right to.
Well, of course you do, but do you have a reason?
No, I'm just tired of being mean.
Oh, I don't know why they would go from a side view talk conversation to a back and forth on the faces conversation.
Well, it was all frozen for me, so I didn't see any of that, Gorilla.
Oh, no, there's not really much to see. They're just sitting there talking. But, like, you go from that side view to now, like, John Boy's going to say something, so they're focusing on him. And then Aaron's going to say something, so they're going to focus on her. Then back and forth,
Maybe they're starting it with the side views, they're starting like a general introduction to the conversation. And then as the conversation progressive and gets more detailed, that's when they went to the full face views. Like, I mean, I'm not a director or anything, but
they wanted you to get a picture of what was going on around them while they're having to talk. That's why the lead-in shot from the side and then the more personal face-to-face.
Yeah, I'm sure it was probably a directorial choice, I would think.
Yeah. No.
What?
Now, you notice anything different?
He's closing his eyes and
no, with
it is
Aaron here
completely frozen, so nothing to see.
No, you got Aaron. I paused it here, but Aaron, she had half her face with sunshine on it. Now she's completely in shadow. Yeah, now she's completely in shadow.
Well, it could be a cloud that just is passing through. I hate to ruin your theory there, Gorilla, but you never know. It could be clouds moving in, right? That would put you in shadow. Okay, I'm being nitpicky.
No, I'm just pointing out a directorial error here.
It's not an error; it's a choice. They didn't like the exposure of the sunlight, so it looks like they put something specifically to block the shine on her face.
Yeah. Oh no, it's just something I noticed.
Well, the thing is that back in the 70s, this scene would have gone by so quickly, the viewers probably wouldn't have noticed. Would never have noticed that anyway, more than likely, right? So.
You bet how close you. Oh, maybe it's 70s TVs were also a lot different too.
Yeah, well, my
parents
had a great TV, but it's only 25-inch. That was a big TV, 25 inches back at 25-inch widescreen back then. So that was a lot smaller. You didn't have your big screen TVs like you do now. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
Marion's the oldest girl, and Elizabeth's the baby.
Actually, we don't need to listen to the rest of this. She's just feeling invisible because she's the middle child. And blah 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 blah. John Boy's
we already mentioned that. We don't need to go back to again.
So John Boy goes, here, I'm gonna take you to Charlottesville tomorrow. Just be ready. So we're having a date. Yeah, so they're turning definitely Alabama in there. So that's good. Well, it's good thing to catch up on chats here. And Sci-Fi says, hey, at least Scotty knows he's a narcissist. Let's be nice down in the chat.
Well, I could say a few things about narcissist sci-fi, but I will hold back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Boomer says, in space, no one can hear you dig or nod.
No. Or beg. Hey, you know.
And you have eggs, you have bourbon, but you don't use them. Count Dooku to Anakin.
Yeah.
Count Dookie stay.
For the win. Just saying.
And I hate your moonshine, some lady.
Yeah.
Watch me F the dumb shit.
F the dumb
Hello, girl,
shit.
even right now.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Watch me F the dumb shit. Hello, gorilla.
Say something about the conversation. It's cool, Gorilla. Keep going.
I'm gonna stop. You're all gonna get the wrong idea. Stop.
My jokes.
All right. So Jim says, you know why Mike's computer broke? It's all the YouTubers he's
Karma.
Trevor got a hold of his computer almost like the captain. So fun. All right, Scurvy says, sci-fi, you're a good dude. And damn, even the host, I am not yawning.
Oh my God.
And Moonshine says, Jay, we love you. Dink. Jim, you wish that you were the reason, LOL.
You wish that were the reason.
Hey, Oiler Greg, welcome. He says, our clock creature, phasers, fire. He says, hello, everyone. Hey, Oiler. And says, you know what would make this better? I have absolutely no idea.
Chicks?
And Scurvy says, sci-fi chicks. Indy 70 style car chases you. Oh, it's your Java driving.
You know, I would love to see a car chase in the Waltons. That would be hilariously good.
The closest thing to a car chase is I can get this.
Gently extend your arm. Extend your middle finger. Very good.
That's the closest to a 70s car chase I can get.
Oh man, John Houseman, I miss him. He was so great. Paper chase.
No anime girls here, yo.
Yo.
And,
1870s.
Scurvy wants 1870s. All right, back to the thing here.
Okay.
Now, you think, they're not exactly being quiet here. They should be doing this conversation in the barn.
Sure she's in her...
What? Well, like
he said they should be doing the conversation in the barn. I mean, with the cows and the chickens.
Yes.
I understand. No, it's an internal joke, Gorilla. Keep going. Jeez. Rolling the hay.
Yeah, let's keep going because we're almost an hour into this. We're not halfway through the episode.
Yeah. What the heck's an apple stitching kid? I've never heard that phrase before. Apple
that
stitching
must be
kids.
Maybe that's a 30s expression.
Kids telling on other kids because they snatched apples from the farmer's orchard. I guess from his apple tree or something.
Well, it could be kids that steal apples off of the orchard, the orchardist trees, perhaps. I don't know.
Apple snitching kids?
Yeah, well, Zeb's right. It's more honest to come right on out and tell her how we feel. You know, I've got a good idea, Grandma.
Calm down.
John, it is time for...
You notice that John's been having a shit-eating grin on his face through the whole conversation? Did you guys catch that?
Yeah,
I didn't see him. I missed that because it keeps... I don't know. I didn't see... Are you talking about... You're talking about Grandpa, are you?
No, John.
Oh, I didn't see John. Oh, now I see him finally.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because he has this shit-eating grin on his face the whole time that they're talking. Here that it finally comes out here with this.
I was thinking about moving on.
I just sort of casually mentioned Richmond to her today. She acted as though she'd never heard of the place.
I know it's hard to have an extra person around the house. Corey's not the easiest, but
She acts as though we're all here for her needs. Imagine inviting the Baldwin sisters here without even being asked.
Miss Mamie, Miss Emily, come by. Oh, I'm sorry I missed them.
Yeah, that's when Olivia will take him right over the knee for that one. But no, you can tell Grandma's not a fan of the Baldwin sisters either for some reason. No, because she seems like she's mighty upset that they were here.
Well, I think every time the Baldwin sisters show up, Grandma's thinking that Zeb's gonna get some of that quality moonshine. So she's kind of always at guard on for that. Because
Well, maybe
Zeb would love a bit of the recipe. We know that.
Hey, the only reason that she doesn't want Zeb to have the recipe is he gets extra frisky with it.
That's probably a good reason. Yes, that probably does motivate Grandma. Yes, because she's had enough of his friskiness over the years.
I was going to say the other thing, but I'll hold back.
Sure.
Is it me or does Zeb look like really red in this episode? Like
he does. He looks like he's had a lot of sun.
The makeup, I don't know if it's weird makeup or if he got sunburned between episodes or something, but
yeah,
man, he really looks a strange color.
I was thinking like maybe he had a little too much sodium because I know some people who have like high sodium content turn red.
Huh.
Oh well, okay. Yeah, because if you look at Esther's character, she looks pale as a ghost. Like she didn't come out of into the sunlight for a while. Some kind of vampirism.
Esther kind of looks like she usually does, more or less. But Zeb looks like, man, he's like red like a beet,
Yeah,
Like,
I was thinking like a little too much sodium, but could have gotten sunburned.
Well, maybe. Yeah.
Oh,
or it could be the camera lights. He could have got too many camera lights and stood close to one or something.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know.
Like, I'm
Anyways,
old. What am I doing?
It's not a key to the story, I guess. So let's
drinking
continue.
maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's even what she said. Yeah.
Yeah.
Remembrance with them, did they?
Yes, they did, and they took it right on home with them.
Oh, Esther, you are a hard woman.
John, I think she's scared stiff about moving out of here and being.
It's kind of funny with Grandpa just wanted the recipe there. Grandma made sure all the recipe went back home. I wonder what she would have done if they would have left the jar there. Did she actually sit there and dump it out or just save it for later?
Hard to say. I don't know.
Because that recipe there would be a great disinfectant.
Yeah, you think Grandma could use it for like scrubbing down the kitchen or something,
Well, I don't know how. I don't think it'd be good for cleaning out the kitchen because, but for like disinfecting wounds and stuff.
I'm trying to picture like she's in the past. She's always been like wanting to like slap Grandpa across the head or sometimes because she thinks he's so thunderheaded, whatever. But I think she's thinking if I get some aggression out here on Corey, maybe I won't be so mad at the Grandpa anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On her own.
You remember Felicity Walton? Well, she didn't like being on her own either. One day she stopped in on Cousin Liza and Uncle Amos, and she said it was just for a day or two. Well, she outlived both of them, and she's still there in that house.
I think that's the first time we get mentioned of Felicity Walton, and she basically, what do you call that? She basically shared squatters' rights on that house.
But they probably had no one else to leave it to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how squatter law worked in the 30s.
Yeah.
It didn't.
Yeah. Oh well, in answer to PvP's question earlier, yeah, they do in fact have a Waltons family tree online. I think that Suzanne found it for me. So yeah, there is one online. You can find it. PvP. It's pretty easy. You just have to type it in the description to look for it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so here John got the grin on his face.
They got weird laughs, all of them.
Oh, I don't know, Ma. Things have a way of working out. Tell you, why don't you and Liv start planning a special meal for tomorrow night?
John, what does supper have to do with anything?
We are having a guest.
Has Corey invited someone?
No, someone's invited himself because he's interested in getting to know Corey better.
Well, I can't imagine who that would be.
Well, then you're not all here.
You saw the way that Godsey was gaga over her.
Oh, like it was so like in your face there, like everybody knew that, but just the look on Grandma's face, she's like, yeah. And Grandpa's got this shit. They're like shocked.
That's why I think John had that grin on his face through the whole scene, because they're all bitching and moaning like, we got to get rid of her. We got to get her out of the house. We got to tell her to vamoose and go away. And John's thinking the whole time, he's thinking, I got it all planned out. Ike's coming over tomorrow night for supper, and he's gonna, do his little magic, tricks with Corabeth, and we'll see where that leads. Because you guys are already jumping the gun. I might have this problem already solved, and I'm having a really good laugh listening to all you people complain. So that's what I think kind of was going through John's mind.
Well, John Boy's supposed to be the most intelligent person, right? So he's already got it all fathomed. He's got it all formulated. He knows what to do. So, I guess.
Yeah. All right. So.
Godsey? Well, I'll have to give that man a good talking to.
Well, he's a grown man, Pa.
No.
Yeah, let him take your problem off your hands.
Yeah, did you see that with Grandma? She's like, what? She has time for herself screaming Corabeth's name. There. But it's like, they all want to get rid of her. John's found the perfect way to get rid of her. But now they're like, oh, they don't want to set him up with Ike.
Yeah, they like Ike.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, boy. I thought that was funny, too, that both Grandma and Grandpa, one of them says Ike, the other one says Godsey at the same time.
And this may be subtle and there, but you don't get stuff like that where with the laughing, with Grandpa's laughing there with the hand, he's just trying to stop himself from laughing out loud. You don't get this in modern day television, just this little nice nitpicking, nice touch. The nice touch to it.
Because he was a great actor and he had enough life experience to know how to do these subtle, things in a scene, right? Where modern actors, they'd be like a block of wood and they wouldn't know how to emote this kind of emotion.
Yeah, good.
And the director probably gave him the freedom to do something like that, because I'm sure he was laughing at the situation as himself and not just as the character. And keeps them from ruining the scene.
Quite possible.
Now the director would tell you, get your hand off your face. We have to reshoot it now.
That's the thing, though. I think generally directors were a lot smarter back then too, because I think they generally made much better choices. And some of the stuff, nowadays, like you got to wonder if there even is somebody directing some of this crap.
Well, I don't think the actors have as much freedom anymore, and a lot of actors have to get told exactly what to do all the time, versus some of the greats like William Shatner. William Robbins. Robin Williams. Sorry.
Robin Williams.
But he improved a lot of stuff there. So did let's see. Dr. Smith on Lost in Space.
Jonathan Harris.
He improved a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Too. I mean, some people have a gift for that, like especially like when you mentioned Robin Williams. I mean, it wasn't just acting in movies, but I remember when he'd go on, talk shows like with Johnny Carson on The Tonight Show, and he'd do a whole 20 minutes or whatever, just crazy shit, totally off the top of his head. It wasn't even like he hadn't planned it or written it out, I don't think. He was just going like moment by moment by moment, just stuff coming into his mind, and he was just firing off on all cylinders. Just he was like a creative hurricane or something, just blowing through the comedy scene, right? It was just like, I don't think there's too many geniuses like Robin will ever see again, personally. But
yeah. Well, there were a few.
The best. Yeah. Robin was a very, very tortured human being.
He was.
He was, but think of how much joy he gave to the world.
Yeah.
All right. So the thing with the thing, eggnog runs short. Oof. And Scurry says PvP is irritated. Don't look at the chat anymore.
Yeah, I kind of made that decision. I think there's certain parts of the chat I will choose to ignore.
Yeah, snatch them, bob them, get them apples. Let's see. Boomer says stealing apples off of a tree. Back in ancient times, mine, snitching was a term for stealing. Okay. Yeah. That makes a lot more sense now because they changed meanings. The words changed meanings.
Yes.
Okay. Stitches get stitches, or if they found out, they get ditches.
And I call it classic gangster policy there, Jay. Yeah. Back in the 30s.
Just random stuff.
Yeah.
And stitches as in crochet blankets.
Crochet blankets. My missus crochets, yes.
Yeah. Or at least she used to before. Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, that's terrible. Yeah.
Yeah. He's all red from drinking, maybe. Too much sodium.
I don't think he'd be sitting at the table if he was drinking too much.
Yeah.
Grandma probably would have beaten the hell out of him, and he'd still be up in bed trying to recover somewhere. So.
Yeah.
He had a little snatch out of his bottle that's sitting in his underwear drawer. and he goes, "Oh my fuck, that's funny."
That's too funny. Yeah.
And bleach. PJT said it was
good for your veins. Yeah.
No. Just so I don't get a disclaimer on that, he did not say that. He was talking about finding a way that we could disinfect our bodies from the inside out. He never. I just don't want to get that disclaimer under my thing there.
Oh, okay.
It's okay. It's against the right person, so YouTube would never put that disclaimer up.
Right. Perfect.
And I'm not giving any medical advice or nothing. Sci-fi squandered rights, more like it.
Yeah.
It goes straight. Oh, the family tree.
Yeah.
And Scurvy says, "I know what would make this better. I'm gonna go get a beer." Oh, you do that, then my face could be red like the guy in the episode.
Sounds like a good plan there, Lemon.
Sounds good. Hey, just make sure you bring some of that bourbon with eggnog over here to PvP.
It's Friday night anyway, so what the hell, you know?
Yeah, it's a celebration. Come on.
I'm celebrating getting through the week because I had a really shitty week.
Hey, we got an obvious commercial break.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
No, it's an obvious one with the black screen.
Oh.
And we
they're just being awkward out there.
Yeah. You don't need to play this part, Gorilla.
I'm not playing that. I just showed how awkward it is. Then they're talking about this, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're starting to realize that between Ike and Corabeth, there's about as much initiative between them to fill maybe a thumbtack.
Yeah. Hey, and you want to know how their marriage is going to go? Ike isn't even trying to get some in the scene, and she already has a headache.
Yeah. And then I can see Ike saying, "No boom chicka wow wow tonight, Corey."
He's not even trying.
I know, but hey, I'm jumping a little bit ahead there.
I actually can't even imagine them doing that. I just can't even visualize it. There's just no way. It's just so awkward and clumsy. I just like no, I can't see them ever getting it on. You know. Actually, I don't want to see them get it on.
You guys.
Jesus.
You made me laugh so
clarify.
much.
I do not want to ever see them get it on.
That's where you draw the line, PvP.
Well,
all the stuff about grandma and grandpa wasn't bad, but
do I have to play that where you got me talking about Grandma John and his brothers being made in the Rockfish Creek? Do I have to play that one, PvP? You'd rather see Grandma and Grandpa get it on than Ike and Corabeth.
Back in the back seat.
Well, sometimes you make jokes and sometimes people take them seriously.
Oh
yeah.
Oh man.
I'm just saying they're such an awkward couple. Like they're so kind of like they're just like so reserved and so shy and so clumsy, with each other. It's like I just don't see much well, I don't see much passion there on the wedding night, let's put it that way, but oh well.
Yeah, I was just telling Susanna, I said she and I, when we started back in 2010, it seemed clumsy at the time, but we turned out all right. We've been together for 14 years, so this doesn't surprise me between Ike and Corey, so.
It's always clumsy at the beginning.
Always. Yes, you're right, Gerb. Yep.
Yeah. So she has a little headache. He's just gonna go home. He takes him for the dinner. Blah, blah, blah. They enjoy the conversation. Blah, blah, blah. And she says, "The nice fellow," but he has no. Her problem is she wants a guy with confidence, and he has no confidence there.
Well, she wants a guy with confidence, but she doesn't have any herself.
Right.
Double standard there, Corabeth. You got to have confidence too if you want to attract somebody that has it.
Well, no shit. Have you met women before?
Yeah. And John Boy has to give up his room permanently. I'm surprised one of the kids had...
John Boy's sleeping in the car by now, right?
He's in the barn. No, but I'm actually surprised. I'm actually surprised one of the kids hasn't tried to turn the fruit cellar into a bedroom.
Yeah, and isn't it awkward that they can't say goodnight, John Boy, anymore? Now they have to say goodnight, Corabeth.
This would have been the best episode ever if they would have done it like that at the end.
That would have been cool. Yeah, I would have liked that at the end. Yeah, that would have been awesome. Yeah.
But she had moved out by the end of the episode, so
pretty much, happen. Yeah.
Hey, whatever happened to the little shack out in the yard that Mary Ellen was? Remember that episode like a year ago? She was putting curtains in it and fixing it all up, and then she never moved out there.
Well, that's because John Boy put quite a fuss on it after. Well, John promised it to John Boy, and Olivia promised it to Mary Ellen. I think they forgot about it. They forgot about it.
But did they ever continue that? Like, I don't remember them mentioning that for a long time.
No. Now that John Boy's they haven't mentioned it since John Boy went to college because.
Okay. Yeah, it just seemed like it was like a plot thread that just dropped and then it just disappeared from the show, right?
Yeah. Well, Judy Norton, played Mary Ellen, of course, but she said that it was basically forgotten. It was just passed along and said, yeah, John Boy's in college. He's got a place to stay there if he wants to stay, on campus or something. So that's why they loaned out his room a lot.
Yeah.
And I think they may have either damaged or misplaced said shed. And since they weren't going to spend money to replicate it, they're just hoping people forgot about it.
Yeah. They did. A lot of people forgot it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Right. So, anyhow.
Yep.
All right, so John brings him into there. He goes, to get her pictures taken. I don't know why he decided to get her pictures taken. Go and get her. But she goes, I'm going to look dumb and ugly, blah, 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 blah. It's an Aaron scene, so skip through it. Some girls say how she hates her pictures and about her mother's trying to live out her dream to her child there, blah, blah. So Mary Ellen, she hates her ear. She says she has pretty eyes. She goes, I hate my mouth, I hate my nose, blah. And Mary Ellen changes her. Like, I think they purposely made her look like ugly with the ponytail.
Well, if you fixed like
tail
me,
there, to change
years.
have Mary to have Aaron change out but to have Aaron change out the hair to make her look actually pretty like a cute little girl.
Yeah, that's Aaron, right? Yeah, that was in your description, Gorilla. With the secondary story is about Aaron, the middle child.
Yeah.
Oh, and here's she wanted confidence. Ike has basically anti-confidence in this one.
Well, it's anti-confidence.
You'll see it.
Yeah.
You don't ask someone out on a date, and then can you come along and help coach me?
Well, I thought they were just being nice. He's paying the favor to Olivia, and that make Corabeth feel more at ease, not having to go on a date there by herself.
Well, I did kind of pick up a vibe where Corabeth, if I could just ask her out with the two of them, I got a vibe that she was kind of not going to accept it because she was just too nervous. And when he invited, John and Olivia to like do the double date thing, that sort of put her mind at ease. So she kind of went along with it at that point. So I don't know. Did any of you guys get that vibe that she probably would have turned Ike down if it was just the two of them on the date?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. I think she got
down no matter what. It was John and Olivia who basically gave her a little nudge into accepting.
Yeah, so I think overall, it might be a clumsy strategy, but it did kind of work, right? In the long run. So
yeah, because it's good to have chaperones. I think if you're that awkward, feeling that awkward, I think it's good to have a chaperone to do, like a wingman, right? Like I need to. Wingman.
Hey guys, just a sec. Have a good night, Boomer.
Oh yeah, good night, Boomer man.
Good night, Boomer. Oh, Boomer's probably doing his Friday night stream in a little while, isn't he?
Yeah,
he's doing the 49 Steps remake of the 1970s remake of the original 1930s Hitchcock flick. And the next Friday, he says he's doing the original, followed by his episode of Farscape, or known as Muppets in Space.
I love Farscape. You need to watch that show, Mikey. It's not Muppets. It's really good.
Well,
there's only one Muppet.
Rigel's a very, very tiny part of that show. There's not much of Muppets.
I understand. That's fun.
All right, so Scurvy says, PvP, which parts of the chat will you be ignoring? Then salt. Well, I've been trying to skip over the salting when people started salting. So then apparently Boomer is running 39 Steps tonight. 1970s remake of the 1930s Hitchcock film flick. Cool.
Remake? I don't know about a remake, but
then a couple episodes. All right, Boomer, we'll send people over.
I'll probably pop in for the Farscape though, because they've got some really good episodes in season 3 happening now. So
hey, we are making excellent time tonight too.
Are we?
Yeah, you only got 40 minutes until you go over.
Yep.
Okay, let's motor on then.
All right, chat with Dead Jim. Zig later.
It's Dead Jim?
Yeah. Chat with Dead Jim.
All right.
Mikey.
Hey, we're over halfway through here, so.
We're getting there.
We're getting there. It was so good. I've been trying to figure out a way to repay you.
That isn't necessary.
No, I came up with it. I want to take you to dinner at that fancy French restaurant in Charlottesville, the Versailles.
Well, would that be Versailles?
Yeah, it's called Versailles.
Yeah, it would be for Versailles, but he's an American, so.
Yeah, I know.
And he's shooting a little high on that too.
Yeah, that's it.
To go all out that early.
Yeah, and that's the way he describes the place that made me laugh too.
That's very nice of you, but with times as hard as they are, well,
No, it's times like these when you gotta splurge.
Is that true? Like
I
you got to
think
splurge
sometimes-
when you're
I
in a
think
depression?
I think. Well, look at
That's
what
not what
happened
he's
with
going
the
for.
virus 4 or 5 years ago. Like sometimes you got to like splurge and treat yourself a bit when you're going through a rough patch in history, right? You know.
Yeah.
He's not exactly talking about the depression either. He's talking about finding someone that he desperately wants to impress.
Yeah. No, this line here from him made me laugh.
They got white tablecloths on the table, and they change them every day, and they got good music and a place to dance, and French words on the menu.
Yeah, that's the French words on the menu got me.
That's a good.
Like,
That
that's
is good.
Like that's supposed to make it fancy.
Ike is really showing his mountain boy charm here, isn't he? Like, they got French words on the menu. Ooh.
Oh, it must be class.
And Corabeth's got to be thinking in her mind, look at her face. She's thinking, oh, this boy's a real rube. Oh, well.
The only thing going through her mind is abject fear.
thank you so much, but well, my plans are so uncertain. I really couldn't.
Well, I want Olivia and John to join us.
Oh, come on.
No, as my guests.
Ike, you don't have to invite us.
But I want to.
Yeah, he has to
It'll
because
be
he's going to lose
dinner
out.
just for the four of us.
Now that's the thing there. I really want to see the bill on that after it gets done. Maybe
Well,
you can afford it.
I got a feeling that Ike has been putting away a few bucks every week, running that general store just for a emergency, happy fund. When he wants to splurge, and he's saved up quite a bit over the years. I'm guessing.
So you're saying he's using his hooker fund?
Yes.
Yeah.
Basically, yes.
All right.
Single men, especially of his age, have a lot of discretionary funds because they don't have a woman and a kid to take care of.
And since Ike never had a woman, he never had a kid, so he doesn't have any of that problem. So, yeah.
Yeah. And Scooby says, "Was someone being insulted? I only saw jokes unless I missed." Oh, there was some jabs.
Don't worry about it, Lemon. It's not. It's not important.
Yeah.
It's really.
Yeah,
isn't.
it's just drunken ramblings.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, that's why I try
I'm
to
gonna go
ignore
with
it.
that. I'm gonna go with that bar, but yeah, Scooby says I splurged on myself with pumpkin spice Krispy Kreme donuts. Oh, Scooby, you
Ooh.
sick man. You sick
Poor
man.
demented fruit.
Oh.
Yeah, now the show I resemble the most is The Expanse.
The Expanse. That's a good one because you ate too many donuts.
PvP, can you read this one?
Okay, Lemon Pie says, how much is in PvP's secret Swiss eggnog bank account? Well, that's very private information, Lemon, so I cannot divulge that, unfortunately.
I'll just tell you the Swiss have a 6-figure minimum.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Just note, how do you think the DOD is funneling all this money to Ukraine? They're sending it through PvP Secret Swiss Eggnog bank account.
Okay, come on. Let's not talk about that. Hey, shush.
Oh, you know I get on the wrong side of Clinton?
Oh,
You know I'm end up like Epstein?
The wrong side of Clinton. That sounds like a song somewhere. The wrong side of Clinton. Okay.
Yeah. No, you'll just be getting money out of the ATM, and then you'll decide that's a good place to self-delete.
Yeah.
They're
in the back with 5 shots.
Hey, Germ, there is a place for indiscretionary income too.
Yeah. All right. So
At the Versailles restaurant.
Oh God.
This will be something that you can write home about.
That's almost as bad as saying when you're in Arizona.
That line, Ike's line, that's something you can write home about. Who's she going to write home to? Her parents are dead. She has no home. That's why she's with the Waltons.
Hey, she left her cat at home, okay?
It's like, but seriously, did Ike have a very serious brain cramp at that moment?
It's an expression. It's like a figure of speech. So
yeah, but since her mother or whatever just died before she came to Walton's Mountain, it's like Corabeth could have really taken that the wrong way. I don't know. Ike's skating on thin ice there, I thought.
Well, I thought it was a great line. It's a good line for him to be himself. Versus what we see later in the episode.
But in context, that line kind of bugged me a little bit. But I'm being nitpicky again.
No, I just figured it as a figure of speech. It was not a big deal.
Yeah, but I mean,
Anyhow.
for Cora, but Corey, I just want to say quickly, but Corey being like with refinement, right, and all. And of course, she's going to make fun of Ike's, saying Versailles. I'm like, because she says, well, I do speak a little French. So isn't that like kind of talking down to the hillbilly in Ike, I guess, in a way?
She didn't say any of that.
Yeah.
She didn't really correct him, though, for Versailles. So maybe she was just being kind by not mentioning his mispronunciation.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. No, that's a good
I think
point.
she was just being considerate. I mean, amazing, I know, for Corabeth to be considerate, but that's what I took away from it.
Exactly. Keep going.
She was kind of, let's face it, at this point, she was kind of getting warm and tingly over Ike, I think, at this point. A little bit, gotta say, nudge, nudge.
No, she liked him from the first night he brought her over to the Waltons, but she's just too frightened to do anything about it.
But I just think since Ike is in the pursuit stage now, she's starting to appreciate his effort, is what I was saying.
Yeah.
It's a really kind of cute episode to watch the two of them.
It is.
It might be nice.
Olivia?
We'd love to.
John's like, I'll go as long as I don't have to pay.
Yeah, John's going, hey, I get to eat at a fancy restaurant and fill my face for free. I'm there all day long.
All right.
Yeah, it's like having a free trough out in the back.
All right, so now we're back to the Aaron scene. The show her, and she does. They made her look real nice with her hair like that.
They did. Aaron, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, here, this one's kind of nice here.
Yeah.
Aaron here has already been
John Boy does the jokes.
Just a little bit more. Oh, you can do better than that.
Maybe she can. Maybe Rebecca's only in the first grade of smiling school. Erin here has already been promoted to grinning, and she's ready to go on to giggling. As for myself, I have graduated from chuckling high, and I'm ready to go on to laughing out loud at this point.
There, that should be a beauty.
All right, so then they thank her, blah, blah, blah. Ike was being a little bit too slow here, so John Boy just start filling up, and he's just thinking about him. He's talking about because he wants John Boy to write down some fancy stuff there, but it's like,
yeah.
So
finally, John Boy just gives him a book.
Yeah, that was scary when Ike's going, I need you to write me some love poetry or whatever, and John Boy's going, this is really going to crash and burn, knowing Ike. Crash and burn.
This scene here actually made me laugh. There he goes. They got all these fancy quotes from people. Here's a section I love, but it's like, oh, no, not love. Oh, here's one on friendship. No. He goes, fine. Take the book and figure out which section you want.
That actually made the most sense, though. It really did.
Collect love. No, look, you just decide for yourself, all right? But I'm not making any guarantees it's going to work. Just remember that, okay?
That way, John Boy's got no liability, right? So there's no guarantees.
Yeah.
Don't blame me if you fuck up,
Yeah. So they're dancing and awkward there, and it's just being awkward, and then they're reminiscing about the time there. The last time they went to a restaurant was in Virginia Beach, and he takes dancing the whole time. There's nothing here or there than Yeah, Ike here just keeps saying random quotes out of nowhere, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Blah blah. And they start talking. Then
Yeah, John's trying to play along. It's like, well, I can't argue with that, Ike. Even though
yeah,
John's thinking that makes no fucking sense at
yeah.
all. But
Then
hey.
then she says like some random guy said in the conversation of the most sincere and searching kind, blah 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 blah. And it's like, ugh, cringe.
Cringes.
Yeah, John did his best to be a wingman, but he has
It's
a natural ability with women.
Hey, Jerm, would you say that the wingman is crash and burning?
No, the wingman is doing just fine. It's
the pilot.
It's the pilot
yeah.
that's crashing and burning. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Let's put it this way:
that's having trouble.
Yeah.
If I had a plane, it would be made out of paper, and you'd throw it once, and then it would crash and burn.
Yeah, there you go.
And right here, this is what wins Corabeth over.
George Bernard Shaw said,
No, it wasn't that.
No.
George
Bernard Shaw. It wasn't TBS? Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. They're dancing.
Oh.
Right here.
ever since I've been 15, I've been living more or less by myself. I didn't intend it that way. It just happened. And I don't go around feeling sorry for myself either. But I know there's a lot that I missed. Not having somebody to share it with.
Oh, uh-huh.
And I've been thinking about that a lot. Ever since you first walked into my store.
So yeah, we get that sappy story there, and she's listening. It's like she perked up her ears listening to this.
She is listening.
This is where, yeah, he's trying to be someone else, doing this fancy dancy. He's a real smart man, and she's just blowing it off like she can tell that he's so fake. But once he just comes down to earth and just lets go and just beats himself there, and just says, hey, he doesn't want to be alone at all. All of a sudden, that's what she wants.
Yeah, she just wants Ike to be Ike. That's it.
She knows that's the real Ike Godsey, not some fancy, phony guy reading a book to her. That's the real Ike, and that's the real Ike that's been lonely since he was 15.
Yes.
And that's why he wants to be with her, because he doesn't want to be lonely anymore. It's just basic. It's just a basic human emotion. And she's like, I understand that feeling. That's the way I've been feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it touches her very innate part of her soul that says, for longing, and wants to be with, a man.
Well, she knows since she's been spending her whole life looking after her parents, she's realized it's time she needs to look after herself at this point too, right?
Of course. It's a great moment, though. I mean, it's a moment of realization, and it actually brings them together. I think Judy even said it was a great moment for both of them.
It's a really good scene. Yeah, it's a good scene.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty much all there. So they're talking about they had good dance and all that. They're waiting up for him, blah blah blah. And they got married. No, that's tears of sadness or tears of joy.
Oh my God!
Tears of fright.
I have no idea.
I don't know that.
Tears of confusion, perhaps, because she doesn't know what the hell to feel.
So so basically they got all that there. She's they're having they're gonna have Elvis Vegas wedding, pretty much.
Oh my God! Wow.
They had Elvis. I don't remember the Elvis singing at the wedding, but I must have missed that.
Maybe it's just a relative of Elvis. They dug him out of, from some backwoods place and said, "Hey, you want to sing at a wedding?"
Hey, it was Elvis's father singing at the wedding.
Yeah, it must have been Elvis's father or grandfather, because Elvis wouldn't have been alive at this point.
No, but the reason I say that is that they literally just met the day before. They met on 2 dates, and all of a sudden they're getting married. It's kind of like those Vegas Elvis weddings. Where you just meet somebody, you get married.
An excellent point, Gorilla. Yes.
Yeah. Now, did the guy that played Ben, right, John Walmsley, did he get a chance to sing at their wedding? Did he get to sing? Did that
he was
tell
never
He
in
does
this
not
episode.
appear in this episode.
He wasn't. Wow.
Actually,
That's
most
amazing.
of the children do not appear in this episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know they disappeared after the front end.
Yeah, the children after the first part pretty much are gonzo. So yeah.
Yeah, that's sad.
And hey, Daniel's Hot Topics there. And Scurvy says, the name Corabeth reminds me of Coraban, ancient home planet of the Sith Order.
Okay.
Alrighty.
It is kind of weird that Ben didn't get to, do some music at the wedding, though. That is a bit weird, come to think of it.
I thought about that too.
It's
and
probably
I was
off
thinking
screen.
It's for the best. It probably is. Yeah.
Oh well, it probably was a time thing or something.
Yeah, probably.
Then we said, hey, Daniel. Hi, Daniel. And how are you, Scurvy? I just got back from town. Oh, fun there. And hey, Jim. Hey, Dan. I'm good. Daniel, what did you do out in town? He was picking up his hooker. Just kidding. I'm just kidding, Daniel. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Oh, Jim says I do. Hey, I'm being an asshole tonight, all right?
Hey, I guess you're allowed.
And so, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And
I thought she'd say yes, but I had to ask her the question. I just had to take the chance, and she said yes. She's gonna marry me.
Oh man.
Yeah, time for some harsh realizations now, Ike.
yeah. Yeah, or you get one of those immigration weddings. You can have one of those old immigration weddings there where you marry someone just so they can stay in the country there, then you get a visit every 2 weeks from Border Patrol.
Well, don't forget that in MASH that Cleaner, played by Jamie Farr, was going to leave. He tried to get out in Section 8s, but then he ends up marrying a a Korean woman and stays. So I mean, it's kind of that.
Yeah, he stays for all of 6 months, and then he's back in the U.S. Colonel Potter gets him a job.
Yeah.
Now, was she able to emigrate to the United States? Oh, wait, why
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
She's in the show too.
Yeah, she was in the pilot episode of it after MASH.
All right, so let's not get on the MASH discussion here.
Okay,
You
sorry.
may have been friends a lot of
Right.
years, right?
And I want you to be my best man. You will be, won't you?
Yeah.
Good. Well, I've already talked to the Reverend Fordwick, and we're going to have a nice wedding. Not a big wedding, but a nice wedding, And I'm already thinking about making my living
Is that
quarters
John Ritter
making
coming
them more
back?
comfortable.
Ike, slow down a little.
Yeah, he's just going all kinds of way too fast.
Yeah.
But he's excited.
Well, he's been lonely. Who wouldn't be excited? Jeez.
Yeah, he's just thinking of getting Corabeth, on that wedding night, and it's like, what man wouldn't be excited,
And welcome back, PvP.
Yes, I stepped away again.
I know, but
I don't know how to say this without coming right out with it.
Go ahead, say anything you want.
Yeah, you're an
Sure
idiot.
you're not making a mistake.
John.
Now, you've been a bachelor for a lot of years. Ike.
Oh,
Hey,
this
he's
is a
about-
great scene. This
Oh,
is a
oh
really,
yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
You can go
He
hunting every
puts it
time
as
Spirit-
nicely as he can.
Yeah.
He should have been a little bit more forceful with him.
Yeah.
Yancey can come over here and you can play cards to all hours of the night. You can eat what you want when you want. You're used to this kind of life. You can let your clothes lay around in a mess if you want to.
Hey, and this.
Hey, I can relate to
So
that.
I know some people who like to leave stuff laying all over the floor too. So that's not even a starter on the argument there.
John, what are
Yeah,
you trying
but
to tell me?
you do that as a married man, things start to fly your way, and not just the dirty clothes.
No, not necessarily. I know some women who are dirtier than I.
What, you're admitting you know very dirty women, right, Girla? Wow. Interesting.
Hey, you can always say no comment if you want.
It reminds me of that Pink Floyd song, "Oh, I Need a Dirty Woman."
Oh yeah. Need a dirty girl. Yes, I
Dirty
know.
girl.
Yeah,
All
right.
right.
You hardly know each other. I mean, don't you think you ought to think this thing over a little? She's planning to move to Richmond, Ike. You could go visit her.
Does he even have a car?
No one's buying that.
Oh,
He
wait,
has a
yes, he does.
motorcycle. And
No,
no
he
one's
gave her a
buying
ride
that
in
whole
her car.
Richmond BS.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah,
like
he
she
gave
ever
her a
had an
ride in the
address.
sidecar.
She's not like she had an address in Richmond in the episode, so yeah, it's probably all bullshit. But I just, once again, good old John, voice of reason, voice of sanity.
Yeah.
She's not an easy woman.
Well, you can say that. She's fucking high strung, and she's a fucking high strung woman. All right. Oh.
It's really great advice, though. This is a really good scene because it's absolutely true. When you've lived alone for a lot of years and you're set in your ways and you like to do things when you want to do them, if you want to do them today or put it off a week and do it in the morning, the afternoon, or the evening, and it's all up to you, and nobody's going to bitch and moan if you don't do it. That's a big bonus to being single. It really is. Like, there's positive qualities to being single too. But if you get to the point in life like Ike is, and you've just been alone for too long and you just want a little bit of, human companionship, some female companionship, this totally makes sense, this scene. This is a great scene.
Yeah.
Because it rings true. This is what I miss about good writing, when writers could write real life stuff like this.
Yeah, right here, he has a good response.
Tell you something. There might be many times that I might be sorry that I popped the question. And there might be a lot of hurts and troubles along the way on both sides. But John, I'm tired of being able to do all those things that you mentioned. And I'm tired of being free to do anything I want anytime I want to. And I'm tired of being lonely. And no matter how it works out,
then we get this beautiful music that just, you notice how it's silent, and then we just get this slow, sad music built up. It's beautifully done.
It's that great Waltons music once again, Gorilla. Yeah,
going to be better than it is. Because what I got now is nothing, nobody.
They just don't do the long, beautiful pauses like this anymore. Makes you sad.
Well, the thing is, too, back then, episodes these were close to around 50 minutes still, right, Gorilla? When I watched them, they're like 49 something. Now, what's an episode? It's like 40 minutes, maybe.
Well, it depends on what you're watching, because I've seen the episodes range from 36 to an hour and 10 minutes.
Yeah, but I'm talking like back then, the average television episode was still around 50 minutes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And now,
the average now is nothing. There
Yeah,
is no average. Everything's so out of whack.
Well, everything is fucked now, basically. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, everything's weird.
The thing is, if you're telling a story in 35 or 40 minutes, you don't have the privilege to fucking have a pause. You don't have the privilege to put in 30 seconds of beautiful music to hit home an emotional point for a significant character in a meaningful story. You don't have those things anymore. And, well, that's one reason I don't watch much TV in the modern day, because this stuff is just so much damn better. It really is.
No, that's why Susan and I stopped watching after, I think the last decent thing we saw on anything, much less TV or cable, was Westworld when it was on HBO, and that's it. So.
Well, I hope you're not talking past season 1, because.
Oh no!
Season
we saw
1 was
season
really
1 all
good.
by ourselves. Yeah, no, we saw season 1 by ourselves. We didn't even bother after that. So
I watched. Well, the only reason I watched the first one of season 2 because they had it on cable for free here.
Yeah.
So I watched it, and it was painfully obvious right from the first episode of season 2. It jumped the shark, went totally woke, made no sense anymore, and it was basically shit. So that was my last time I watched that.
All right. I don't know what that was.
That's your new audio clip.
Yeah.
What? Wait, I got a new one.
Oh. You got an audio
Okay.
clip? You don't know what you're playing?
Are you talking this one?
Don't date robots. Brought to you by the Space Pope.
No, you got this one.
Okay. I suppose that one's faster than the Joe Biden one.
Yeah.
All right, so
you've
anyhow,
had that for a couple of days. I didn't know. Surprised you didn't notice it.
I haven't been playing the ones. I got to play Birds ones there.
Congratulations, Ike.
Thank you, John.
Well, I wish I didn't.
That's the convincing one there. And they're admiring over the pitches, blah, blah, blah. They're worried about Mary's, you know. Then enter the contest, the beauty contest, blah, blah, blah. They both enter a picture of the Miss whatever contest. Then he's showing Corabeth the room and how cozy it is, how comfy the chair is, how comfy the... Yeah, he really showed her how comfy the bed is. There you get... She could be here and there.
Yeah, that's a great line. He says, "You ought to test this mattress," and it's like, oh, I really wrong thing to say.
Boom, chicka, wow, wow.
That was hilarious. I laughed my ass off when Mike's bouncing on the bed, going, "You got to test this mattress," and she's like, "Are you fucking kidding me? We're not even married yet." Jesus Christ, Ike. I maybe laughed my ass off though. That was a good scene.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, okay. We got Olivia and Ike here, standing in a room. And
Well, I think he's getting Olivia's perspective because now he's talked to John, but now he's got to talk to Olivia to get her perspective on how Corabeth is feeling about the whole thing.
Yeah. So you got the kids playing, and then I do not know what she's bitching about. I don't really feel like playing this. Oh, she's scared. She's leaving. Blah blah blah. She's getting cold feet.
Oh yeah, that's when she grabs her suitcases when she's going to leave, right?
Yeah.
And Liz was like, "Come on, Corabeth, get your head out of your ass and see daylight."
Oops.
You're so sure of yourself. You have the man of your choice. You had a real life when you were young.
Well, maybe I don't understand. But I'm trying.
It doesn't matter.
Corabeth, you don't really believe that we wanted you to marry Ike just so you'd leave us?
Oh, that's exactly what she's thinking. And she wasn't thinking that before. All they've been doing was bitching about her since she arrived. You know?
Oh,
yeah. But it's true. They don't want her to marry Ike just to get her out of the house. They want her to marry Ike so Ike would stop bitching about being too lonely.
Yes.
Oh, so that's what it is. Okay.
It's true. It's hard having an extra person in this house. But if this old house was just a little bit bigger and didn't have quite so many people in it, you could stay.
Oh, Liddy, please don't. I'm so ashamed. I never should have said anything. I mean, you and all the others have been so kind.
Distinction, they've been kind to your face. You've heard some of the things they were saying in the kitchen when they thought you were asleep. Just saying.
Kinder than I deserve.
Didn't beat her and throw her out into the dirt. That's kind.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to force you to do anything you don't want to. Least of all, marrying a man when you feel nothing for him.
It isn't that I feel nothing. I mean, Ike is good and he's kind and he does seem to care, but all those years.
And that's more than you deserve, there, lady.
Yeah.
nursing Mama. Well, I was waiting for
something special.
I used to think what I wanted didn't exist. But it does exist. I've seen it here in this house between you and John. And so it's just hard for me to accept the fact that I may never have that.
All right. Would this make me an asshole for saying that this is she's being the most tolerable when she's having an emotional breakdown? Does that make me an asshole?
No, I think
maybe, but it makes you a correct asshole.
Yeah. Yeah, at least you're an intelligent asshole.
Or an honest asshole, I guess.
Or an honest one, sure. Yeah.
Well, I think finally Corabeth is talking about her actual real feelings here.
Yeah.
That she, well, like, hey, I can relate. It's like, the years go by, you think you're going to meet this perfect person, and you never do, because perfect people don't generally exist. And then you wait too long, and then one day you're going, oh, fuck. I'm not going to find that perfect, ideal person. Maybe I should just settle for a real person, if I ever I'm lucky enough to meet them. And I totally get what Corabeth is, saying in this scene. It makes total sense to me.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
Holy crap. We got a lot of them here. I want to say welcome to Squall Lionheart.
Hey, Squall Leonheart. Yeah. It's been a long time.
Yeah. And it says, Scurvy, you knowledge of Star Wars lore is impressive for a Star Wars Normal League fan. The Force is strong with Scurvy Squeezewalker.
I thought people would get a kick out of that. Come on, that's a take on Luke. So he's the Squeezewalker.
Scurvy says, "Thank you, sit down. What is a Star Wars Normal League fan?"
Yeah, what's that?
It says, Scurvy, sorry, misspelled. What only knowledge of the Star Wars movies and TV shows. And TVP don't disparage my.
I think Squall, you're way off base because I never disparage my gorilla friend.
No.
So I don't know where that's coming from at all.
Yeah,
no, that's me disparaging people.
Oh no, that's reserved for Resolute Germ. That's his call, not us.
Well, that's Germ's purpose here. We all acknowledge that, right? So
yeah.
But I did not disparage Gorilla. Did I say something to offend you, Gorilla? I don't believe I did.
No, you never did, DVP. Yeah, and as I told Squall, it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. Then he's waving and sit there sometimes. And Scurvy says, sit down. I also read some of the novels. Really switch ones. Oh, I don't know, like 5 or so. True Set Bakra, Thrawn Charlie, the Darth Bone one, Yu Jump Vong. EU or Legends, whatever people call it these days. Then Moon Pie says, Tales of the Bounty Hunters is still
my spinning the best Star Wars novel. Yeah, it's great. Love that novel.
All right. I guess closer to 10.
Yeah.
And I have read the Dark Bone trilogy, Darth Plagueis, the Dark Lord, the Rise of Darth Vader.
That's cool. Not Darth Bone. Darth Bone.
It's Darth Bane. It's Bane.
Darth Bane.
Oh. Darth Bone is completely different, and let's just say you don't want to look it up on Safe Search.
Roll 34.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Let's see. Moon Pie says Darth Plagueis.
Darth Plagueis.
Yeah, and it's sad how now that the Star Wars EU and lore has a lot more of a compelling story than that could have turned the shows. And yes, the novel is called Star Wars Darth Plagueis.
Darth Plagueis.
The novels are more
interesting. Yes.
Yeah, and true. Plus, you got to use your mind to create what you seen the author was trying to descript. And hey, Nemesis, how's it going?
Hi,
welcome.
Nemesis.
Yeah, you had some fun. You had some fun times tonight.
Hey, Nemesis, long time no see. Welcome, man.
And everybody say hi to each other. You're gonna see ya, and hail to that gorilla guy. and Darth Bone is completely different. Yeah, it's rule 34 of the internet.
Yeah, it is.
All right, now back to the episode. And I'm not gonna play the rest of it. They're just saying they're lovely, blah blah blah. They're scared, blah blah.
They're both scared. They're both lonely. There's no reason they shouldn't be together.
Right.
Yeah. Ike's gonna make him his best man. Yeah, and he didn't shave today. Oh, right here.
A little nervous, are you, Ike?
I didn't shave this morning. I was afraid to. I was afraid I'd cut my throat.
That'd make quite a headline. Ike Godsey cuts throat.
Yeah, you gotta love that right there. He's gonna bite you.
You know, I just don't know how they used to use straight razors. Like every time I see a straight razor, it's just horrifying. Like I could never use one of those suckers.
Hey, I would not trust anybody that close with the. Hey,
yeah, can you believe people go to barber shops and they let somebody, do their, shave them with a straight razor on their throat? It's like no fucking way.
You make one smart ass comment and go, "Sorry, officer, my hand slipped."
Oh no.
Well, it's like even if you don't make a comment, the guy could like suddenly have a seizure or something, right? And then you're on the floor.
I'm more worried about me running my mouth and all of a sudden, I'm sorry, officer, my hand slipped. I couldn't help it.
Yes, right from the carotid all the way to the neck bone.
Yeah, here's $20 to forget what you've seen here.
Oh man.
Oh
well. There's one little piece of advice: don't ever teach your children about straight razors.
No, we'll just let Joe Biden talk about how you get them all nice, or else you bang them against the curb.
Oh, man.
Just so he can go up against Corn Pop.
You're gonna have a difficult 15 years or so here. I pity you and I pray for you and hope you do well there.
All right, let's see.
I'm gonna point and laugh at you.
All right. And Nemesis says, "Hail to PvP, German Mikey. I use a safety razor, but that can still be sketchy. But isn't as sketch as a straight razor? Well, I don't. I only shave like a couple times a year. So.
Only a couple times? Oh, okay.
I didn't think gorillas shaved at all. I'm kind of shocked.
Oh, even gorillas have to shave for court.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn it, you just stole that from me. Damn it.
Yeah. Now, if you see his picture on Facebook from 7 years ago, and my wife made a really cute comment about it, like, who was having more fun, you or the polar bear? Well, my reaction to that was, who had more hair, the polar bear or gorilla?
What are you talking about?
Your Facebook profile picture on Facebook.
My profile picture is some person imagining as Sulu as Anastasia in 50 Shades of Grey.
No, the one you have is where you're standing next to a big, huge white polar bear from 7 years ago. That one.
Okay, but
your background, yeah.
Mikey, are you like stalking Gorilla on Facebook? Like,
no,
here.
No, not
about his Facebook page.
Okay, I heard you.
Go on. We're almost done. We got like 7 minutes left.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's do this.
Yeah, they're setting their ways, blah, blah, blah. Then he's like, oh.
I never told anybody this before, but I don't sleep in pajamas.
Most guys do it.
Well, you'll get over that.
If you're a married couple, you just be too lazy to put your clothes back on anyhow.
I haven't worn pajamas since I was a kid. Like, fuck pajamas.
Yeah, so blah, blah, blah.
TMI there, BVP.
Besides, I mean, he's got to get
Sing?
Corabeth in that hot,
I
sexy
sing along with the radio. I
negligee.
do it all the
You
time.
don't need to wear much either, you know.
Sing pretty good if I do say so myself.
I always thought that Ike had a nice storeroom back there for Boom Chicka Wow Wow when he gets it on with Corey.
Oh, I'm sure Ike is too tired at the end of the day being, you know, the managing the store. He just probably drops his drawers and goes to bed in his undies and says, fuck, I don't care anymore. You know?
Hey, sit down. Come on, sit down. Now, I know exactly how you feel about not wanting to make drastic changes in your life. But you believe me, Ike, being married is a good thing. You don't want to spend every day for the rest of your life alone, do you?
Oh, this is when Ike
You
is
told
thinking
me
of
you were a
backing
lonely
out,
man,
isn't it?
didn't you?
What is that?
Ike is thinking of backing out from the wedding.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah,
That's
he was.
okay. That happens to everybody.
Getting got cold feet. Yeah.
Cold feet. Yeah.
So then we get this here with John.
Well, like the way you stop being lonely is to join up with somebody else. Share your life with somebody else.
I guess you're right.
It's going to be fine, Ike. Come on, have some coffee. After a while, you better get into town and find yourself a barber.
You'll find any complaints.
That's good.
I know just who to bring them to.
Drink up, Ike.
All right, so blah blah blah.
Personally, I think Paul should have made that an Irish coffee and put a little bit of whiskey in there.
He probably did. He probably did.
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah.
And
No need for
anyhow,
Ike to know that he's getting loaded.
Get rid of
No,
Don't
not
think all that
loaded.
courage is natural.
No, not loaded, just relaxed.
Relax. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't want to make a fool of himself on the wedding night.
Yeah. And here we got another fucking Aaron scene. Apparently that contest that Rebecca won, she'll be so glad, blah, blah, blah. She's happy. And here.
Yes, you did.
Did I give you the ring?
Yes, you did.
Oh, man.
Yes, you did.
Typical best man. Oh, he's nervous. Oh, he's really
John's just thinking, oh my God, I'll be so fucking glad when this is over with and I don't have to do this shit anymore.
Right. That's a
Like,
good best man right there.
Get
The
your
only
head out
two
of
clean
your
and sober, heads on their shoulders people in that church are the priest and the best man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they have to keep that whole place going.
Yeah. And that's those great moments in dumb kid history. I want to be just like Daddy, live straight razor. That's dark. That's dark.
That is very dark, actually, Nemesis.
That's not even the darkest joke I've heard today. Actually, it's not even the darkest joke I've told today. I'll have to tell you that. I'll have to tell you backstage because I guarantee you, YouTube won't even wait till I end the stream to yank it down if I tell you the joke I said at work today.
Sounds like good backstage stuff.
And Scurvy says, you underestimate my knowledge of the dark side, Sit-Dan. And Sit-Dan says, henceforth you shall be known as Darth Scurvy. Henceforth, though. Yeah, thanks, Becky. And Sit-Dan, use my knowledge. And you're welcome, Dan.
Mickey
I have it out here playing his. Yeah, of course. Didn't Palpatine get him drunk and kill him in his sleep?
Yeah.
Right. So we're having just like two different review conversations here. We're talking about Waltons and they're talking about Star Wars in the chat.
Oh man.
So we got this here.
That's the hardest.
Well, I've waited all these years. I guess I can wait a few more minutes.
Well, you look beautiful.
Thank you. I just hope I don't faint and embarrass
So wait, does that make Erin the flower girl?
Or she just fucking sitting there with the flowers.
Okay.
You mean Elizabeth?
Elizabeth, I'm sorry. The youngest. Right.
You have something old, something new?
No. I'm not very
Borrowed and
superstitious.
blue.
Yeah, no, she's not superstitious. I love Grandma's here.
Oh, yeah,
Hi.
Grandma's superstitions are kicking in again. Damn you, Grandma.
Oh, how beautiful you look.
Thank you. It's so nice of you to be here.
Oh, Sister and I wouldn't think of missing your wedding.
Did she even know the Baldwins before this?
I'm
No.
imagining she did, maybe, like through some loose
I
association.
would hope so, like, because it seems weird. The Baldwin sisters are just inserted into this episode for actually no really good reason I can think of.
Well, it seems like they. Well, actually, I don't even know why because they're not even in every episode. So.
Well,
Yeah, actually, I think what it was is we haven't seen the Baldwin sisters in such a long time. They wanted to bring them in so they didn't forget about them or to keep them on contract.
Could be. I was just thinking maybe they needed a couple minutes to pad the episode out. So it's like, hey, let's put the Baldwins in a couple of scenes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
so we
sure.
can kill 3 or 4 minutes, you know.
But
like-
I know it's padding, but we haven't seen them in quite a few episodes. So it might have been in order to keep them on contract, they had to bring them into another episode. So they brought them into this one.
Could be, yeah. Good point, Gorilla. Could be.
Or so let's see.
Mr. Godsey has always been such a dear friend. Oh, I have a lovely gift for you. The finest lace and linen. I purchased it many years ago, thinking perhaps I might carry it on just such a happy occasion as this. Had Ashley Longworth remained in my
Oh,
life.
those two sisters are just irritating. That's probably why they haven't been used much.
Yeah. I love how she just put it to the sister and she's like, oh, I'm rambling again. I'll shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I like how she's like, get back on track. Get back on track. Focus.
Stay on target.
Exactly.
So.
Isn't there a Star Wars scene where it's like, stay on target? That might be a good one, Gorilla.
Yeah,
That's where I got it from.
Best wishes for your happiness.
Yeah, it's for that 2-inch hole there on the Death Star.
Oh, okay.
Only 2 inches? Man, I feel sorry for him.
Hey, I used to kill 2-inch wombats back home. Or something
Something
like
old, something borrowed.
Womp rats, that's
For
it.
you. Sometimes in pictures, brides carry flowers, so I thought you might want them.
Something new.
We need something blue.
Here.
And then Grandma comes through
Well, it's a
with...
garter. I wore it.
That's her garter.
And
my
she
wedding.
says it's a garter she wore on her wedding day. Whoa, Grandma, naughty.
So
wearing
what
that
exactly is a garter?
That's a
It's
little
The little things they wear around their ankle.
little fabric thing. I think it goes up higher on the thigh. Actually, does it not, Mikey?
Oh, okay, yeah. So it's higher on the thigh, and
It's
then
quite sexy, actually. I think a garter.
yeah, and then it's taken off by the groom at the wedding reception.
Yeah, and it's like, sexy stuff. I
It's like-
was a bit shocked that Grandma had a garter. It's like,
Yeah.
Grandma, you naughty girl.
Nasty grandma, boom chicka wow wow with grandpa. Yeah.
Okay, let's not get Gorilla thinking about that again. He'll get
Sorry.
upset.
Well, I guess
I will freaking clip it and I'll blame Mikey on that one.
Okay, you can do that. That'd be awesome.
Well, geez, blame somebody else for a change. I'm getting tired of being blamed for everything.
All right, so anyhow, so blah blah blah. They play the thing, and we get the 5 seconds of Reverend Forwick in the episode.
Oh,
Wow.
5 seconds.
Jeez, he hasn't been in it for a long time. Talk about not being in it for a long time.
Oh yeah, John Ritter. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
okay. He
and-
had other work by now.
Yeah,
That's
so
true.
yeah, Four-Leaf Clover. Now on to our epilogue.
I already know.
I couldn't say that cousin Corabeth and Ike lived happily ever after, but it seemed that their shared of happiness along with their troubles and griefs. To my knowledge, my father never again played the role of matchmaker, though with 4 sons and 3 daughters, his opportunities were endless. Alrighty.
And that's it, huh? Wow.
Yeah.
Good
All
night,
right.
John. Oh, sorry, Cora's gone. Good night, John boy.
Alrighty, so we're just gonna start with you, Mikey.
Okay. Yeah, I gave this episode an A minus. When I first, when I checked out with Judy Norton behind the scenes, I couldn't stop laughing because I thought, yeah, I deserved a nice partner in life, and the most unexpected person stepped into his life, Corabeth, and I was like, yeah, that's appropriate. But I base it really on my relationship with me and Suzanne. I mean, back in 2010, who would have thought the two of us would be online? Which was totally irregular back then. But you met somebody online, and then we've been together for 14 years. So there is love in unexpected ways, and in mysterious ways. And yeah, I loved it. So for me, and I couldn't stop laughing, and I still couldn't stop laughing during this episode. It just made me feel joyful. It made me feel happy. And I'm glad that two unlikely people in the world, like and Corabeth, got together. And then they were together for 107 episodes. So I'm like, there must have been some chemistry there, or something the producers created. But anyway, yeah, A minus for me, definitely.
Hi, PvP.
Yeah, I think I'll probably go along with what Mikey said. I think it's a good episode. I'll go for an A minus. It's, I always want to reserve a little, couple echelons A and A plus for episodes I think are absolutely perfect. And, this one is very good, but it's not a favorite. But I say A minus is probably reasonable because it is, we have a couple of big changing series moments here where we bring a new character into the show for a number of episodes to follow, as in Corabeth, and we do change the life of an already established main character in Ike Godsey. So he's not just like, counting his money anymore at night. He's got something else to keep him busy. Nudge, nudge. But it's just a really good episode. Thankfully, the B story with John Boy and Aaron getting a picture taken didn't take up a whole hell of a lot of time, even though I didn't think it was very significant at all to the episode. So, that probably keeps it from getting a higher than an A minus because the B, B plots. I'm not a fan of B plots. I never have been, but it was okay. But it was like basically filler fodder kind of stuff, right? But overall, it was a good episode examining when you get along in years and you get to middle age or even slightly past middle age. You start to realize you've lived a long life that's been alone and you just kind of got set in your ways. And it's not like you ever planned it to happen, it just did happen. And then one day you realize it's like shit. I'm tired of being alone. As much fun as it is to set your own agenda every day and you know do whatever you want to do every week, at a certain point it does get repetitious and kind of tiresome. And it's like it would be nice to have another person to kind of maybe mix things up a little bit and give you a little bit of a spark and introduce you to new things, new ideas, new thoughts, new feelings of expression. And so I think this is a very good episode. It's very real. It's very genuine. The emotions are very very solid. So yes, I think the writers did a very good job on this. And yeah, so I got to give it an A minus.
Alrighty, thank you, Germ.
Well, I'm not going to be quite so kind. I said C plus. The story was very
Wow.
dull to me. They did not do Ike justice by making him this timid little weakling. He should have been a little bit more energetic than that. He's never been showed to be a pushover before, so they should have made him one now. Corabeth is completely unlikable. And you're hardly ever going to see them again, so it doesn't really matter.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah, you'll see them occasionally for 100 plus episodes, but maybe not as prominent. So I don't know if
going to be
the
about as
producers would
prominent
have
as Ike
believed
has been so far.
Oh, sure. Well, I guess the producers didn't listen to your advice, though. Resolute.
No, they're going to show up and they're not going to have an impact.
Right.
They're going to be basically what Ike has been so far. He's going to be a tertiary character just to nudge the plot along.
Sure.
All
Well,
right.
hi, lovely.
So, all right. As for me, I'm gonna give it a B because that Aaron subplot was so pointless. Usually, I don't mind B plots at all. You know, I tend to enjoy them, but it's like, and maybe it's just because it's Aaron too. But it just seemed like pointless. You know, blah blah blah, filler. Ah, shit. We got to add another 10 minutes to the episode. Fuck. All right, we haven't done anything with Aaron for a while, so make up some shit for her, you know.
Yeah, of course.
Blah blah blah. You know, it's one thing you see this quite a bit where two people who don't seem to get along, you know. But I thought it might have been. It just seemed like they made Corabeth you just want to fucking smack her there, and like Jerm was saying, Ike was not acting himself, you know. It's one thing to have him maybe a little bit nervous and stuff, but it's a whole other thing to make him not himself like they did. And all of a sudden he likes to spend money in the middle of the depression.
We didn't have supper yet.
Really?
That's fine. That's fine. You had food. You're just trying to stall going to bed.
We didn't have any.
But anyhow, so yeah, I'm giving it a B. Crap, I forgot to put the poll in the chat.
Oh, darn it, you forgot again.
Yes, you certainly did. I noticed that, and I was going to mention it, but I forgot.
Ah, crap.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Yeah, let's see. Yes, he was suffocated by Palpatine due to force lightning to his breathing mask. Plus, while he was giving his speech, that's how he was using them and not the other way around. Yeah. Same as the stream. Oh,
wow.
I have no idea what the hell Sit-Down's talking about.
Is he trying to say that we're suffocating him? Is that what he's trying to say?
He must not think that because he's hanging out in the chat for the whole stream. So
yeah, he was.
Well, we are encroaching on his
something
time.
He's enjoying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyhow, have a good night. There's Nemesis.
Yeah.
Good night, Nemesis.
Nice higher cold shower. Now spook pies. Will you and Resolute be joining my watch party after this? We'll try it in later, Nemesis. And going to stop by my watch party, say hello, and give it a slice first. I'll stop by. You know, it's Scurvy says, sure thing. All right, so that you guys all either head over to Phantom Boomer's watch party or head over to Sit Dance there. Oh wait. Thank you, Scurvy, for coming. Thank you, Sci-Fi Sit Dan. Right now, he's running a Transformers watch party. He'll have a live stream there tomorrow. So make sure to check those out. And thank you, Nemesis, for coming. He has a gaming channel. I cannot remember which game he's playing right now. Something 2.
I think he was doing Red Dead 2 earlier today.
Okay.
Yeah, Redemption. Yeah.
Redemption.
I couldn't watch it because I just noticed on my lunch break during work. But yeah, he was doing Red Dead 2, I believe.
All right. And thank you, Jim's Landscaping LLC #1 Covenant Productions for coming. He does Star Trek fan films and he does product reviews of Star Trek stuff. And then he's going to be having a puppy video coming out. So make sure to check that out. And thank you, Daniel's Hot Topics, for coming. And scrolling. And here is Boomer's Cosby link here for they are watching 39 Steps from 1970. There he does that, and then on his YouTube channel, he has trailers for the stuff he's going to watch on his channel.
Yeah.
And thank you, Sci-Fi Nation, for coming. He likes to do some live streams and all that, so make sure to check him out. And scrolling. And thank you, Oiler Greg, for coming. Now he does spoiler-free reviews on his channel, so make sure to check that out. And scrolling. Rawhide. Scrolling. And thank you, Suzanne XC, for coming.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find other people's chats here, but I'm scrolling through all the Sci-Fi Nation stuff here. Well, that sucks, doesn't it? And thank you, Hakeem, for coming. All right. So, Mikey, what do you got going on?
Okay, so as soon as I get my own PC back, as you all know, we'll be starting our webcam series on Monday, September 2nd at 12 noon straight up each day, which will be available, of course, after for rewatch. I'll be doing 2 episodes of Red Dwarf on Mondays, 1 episode of The Secrets of Isis on Tuesdays, and after that's done, because it only lasted less than 2 seasons, then I'll be going into the original series of Star Trek. Now, if you guys want me to have my own web stream for that, let me know in comments there in the community family section of the website. And then Wednesday will be the Greatest American Hero, doing an episode of that. And then I will start doing 2, since it's just me doing a webcam for the A-Team, I will be doing 2 episodes of that series. And right now we're on season 2, so we'll be covering that. And then on Friday, September 6th, that'll be our Deadpool and Wolverine review, hopefully, and we'll get that out of the way. And then starting the following week, we'll go back and start doing our Star Trek films, where we want to review Star Trek IV, The Voyage Home. So look forward to that. And then, of course, throughout the rest of the year, we've got holiday live streams planned. So, yeah, keep a watch out on the channel and have some fun. You will. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah. All right, thank you. PvP, what you got going on?
Oh, not a hell of a lot at the moment. It was kind of a weird week this week. Kind of just took it out of me. Didn't quite get enough sleep, and I'm still trying to catch up on that. So, feeling a bit tired tonight, and I got a lot of shit I need to do tonight because I got some stuff to do tomorrow morning that is kind of, kind of based on stuff I need to do tonight. So I gotta do some stuff tonight to get ready for tomorrow, and it's like it'll all work out fine. I'm sure it'll be okay, but yeah, it's just like I have no definite plans this weekend. Hopefully, I will get over to Best Buy or someplace on Sunday and get some headphones. Even though these suckers are actually working pretty well, I gotta say. So it might not happen. There's no great hurry on that, but yeah, I got my music channel. If you guys want to check out my music playlist, but I haven't been doing a lot in there lately because I just haven't had the time or the energy to bother with it actually. So yeah, that's about it. And oh, girl, I just want to ask, you're doing The Godfather on Sunday?
Yeah, I should be.
Yeah, because I'm looking forward to that if you're going to do it. But anyway, that's pretty much it. I don't have too much to contribute right now.
All right, thank you. Jared, what you got going on?
Just Andromeda on Tuesdays, Nerd Night panel on Thursdays, and cartoons tomorrow. The winner of the poll this week, surprisingly, Where on Earth is Carmen Sandiego? So we'll do 4 episodes of that tomorrow.
That's awesome.
All right, sweet. As for me, we should have 2 episodes of DS9 tomorrow. The Godfather on Sunday. No, we're gonna have a special thing on Monday. So Pop's 4 co-hosts we said we were gonna get together there, and we're gonna review Rescue from Gilligan's Island so we can finish that off just like Pop wanted. We would have done the other one, the Gulf Trotters one, but we cannot find it anywhere. So we're just gonna do the one as like the because that's Pop's wish he was to finish Gilligan's Island. He figured he wasn't gonna finish Lost in Space or anything, but he wanted to finish Gilligan's Island there. So
can you put a link? I don't have a link. Do you have a link to that, girl? You can post in private.
I'll email it to you.
Thank you. Yeah, because I have no way to see it right now.
Yeah, and I'll be in the chat for that night because I definitely Rescue from Gilligan's Island is hilarious. Yeah. And I mean, and what Gilligan, he might have been inept in like the whole series, but then he really just, I mean, he just kind of steps it up, and he actually does the right thing. But unfortunately, but I don't want to ruin it. So it's good.
Don't spoil it.
Yeah,
it's good.
And I will be honoring Pop's rule of keep the humor to the level rating of the show.
Yeah,
so
keep it G-rated, right, Gorilla?
Yeah. Yep. I'll be doing that. I'll keep to that rule.
Yeah,
I'll keep it PG rated in the chat.
I do want to be there for Monday. Is it starting at 6 Pacific, something like that?
Yes, yeah.
So
we can adjust it a little bit if we need to.
Yeah, I should be able to adjust my work week next week to back to normal. So I should be done by 5 o'clock Pacific on Monday. That's usually what I aim for. So I have an hour before we do before we used to do Lost in Space. But yeah, I definitely want to be there, to give a bit of a nod and an honor to Pop.
Yeah, and I'm just going to do it on Pop's channel, then I'll simulcast it to mine, and I'm pretty sure Nemesis will simulcast to his channel, just because Pop already had the thumbnail and everything made up already, all the description.
So you're still able to stream on Pop's channel then, Gorilla?
Yeah, because I was since I was on Lost in Space, most of the horror stuff, Gilligan's Island, and run his chats. He made me like the official co-host, like Jeremy is the official co-host of this channel.
Right. Yes. So you still have legitimate access to the channel. That's good to know.
Yes.
That's good.
But it'll be probably the last thing that'll be streamed on his channel.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
But I'm a simulcast there. I don't know about Jill.
Well, I'll be watching your simulcast, Gorilla, from your channel. So and any time for me is perfect. So 9 o'clock time, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. Then on Tuesday, I might do another cigar lounge on Tuesday. Though, no, I'm gonna switch it up from the last time. I learned a lesson last time. So,
what happened last time? Is that backstage?
I had a set topic. We talked about it for like 5 minits, and then everything got derailed to several different topics. So no one's gonna be up on the panel until after I get to say my piece. Then I'll let everybody up on the channel to derail the stream.
Okay. That works too.
And you will have to pee into a little cup to get up on stream.
Right. Yeah. And what time are you aiming for Tuesday then, Gorilla?
I have absolutely no idea yet. Okay. Then on Wednesday, we'll have Freaks and Geeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least 2 more episodes.
Maybe more. I missed that this last week because I wasn't. I was away on Wednesday.
Yeah.
I was away watching Deadpool actually, so I missed it.
Yeah.
Then on Thursday, we are bringing Cringe Stock back for a special Cringe Stock. They're called for a little cartoon that was canceled after 10 episodes because people are complaining that it was racist. So so we're gonna watch that there. Then next Friday will be Walton's review of The Beguiled. So that you guys have a good night and remember to be a gorilla.
Good night, everybody.